Today I just wanted to share some quick thoughts on media addiction. I'm sure most of you have heard of that by now. It's not a new term or expression or anything, but I know like to some degree it can seem just as odd or just kind of like, well, there's no such thing. Well, yeah, there is. For example, how many people do you see glued to their phone all day or throughout the day looking at Facebook, Instagram, Twitter? They cannot go basically a single moment without messing with their phone. They just always have to be tinkering with it. And yeah, it can be annoying dealing with someone like that, but also one of the drawbacks, which not too many people really take into consideration, is the fact that yes, it does shorten the attention span significantly. So when dealing with these people in real life and real life situations, trying to have a conversation with them, keep their attention, you're basically just constantly competing with them and their devices. Yes, this behavior comes off as annoying, rude, disrespectful, but in the long run also just this multitasking type behavior, it actually can promote Alzheimer's, which I know seems possibly ridiculous and far-fetched, but that's totally a thing. And honestly, myself, probably maybe 4 years ago, I hadn't heard the expression or the term media addiction. I obviously recognized the behavior, but I just really didn't know the terminology. I basically just kind of ran across that in a communications course that I was taking, obviously some time back. But yeah, I can definitely see this in use in everyday life. I mean, how many adults, not even children, whenever the phone, the tablet freezes, the computer is running too slow, how quickly do they lose their temper and just start throwing a tantrum? You know, that's basically a sign of media addiction. They want access to something immediately. They do not want to wait, which, I mean, once again, it does seem far-fetched and ridiculous, but yes, totally a thing. Adults literally slamming their phone or throwing a tablet across the room just because it's loading too slow, or maybe it's just having trouble picking up a Wi-Fi connection. This is totally a thing. I've actually seen this. I'm sure at some point or another you guys might have seen this, but I mean, yeah, it seems like crazy and ridiculous behavior, in my opinion at least. I mean, definitely crazy, but once again, just the fact that it can basically promote Alzheimer's, and not just the fact that you're switching between apps, you're looking at your phone, you're looking at the TV, you're, trying to have some side conversation, you're multitasking. Yeah, okay, good for you. You can multitask. In the long run, you are potentially hurting yourself here, which, once again, still not a very good thing, but I myself am guilty of it. I'm not going to lie. Do I feel that I have a short attention span? Sometimes, yes, I'm not going to lie in that also, but I definitely, and this is something I never used to do, is I tinker with my tablet or whatever while I'm watching a movie. I actually used to just sit and enjoy the entire movie, and that's something I want to get back to, is just not messing with junk so much. I at least want to make an effort to improve that behavior. I obviously don't text or fiddle with things while, actually speaking to persons in real life conversation. I at least have manners, but I definitely do fall victim to this media society, I guess you could say, to some degree. And also I noticed this in my work as well. I work at a call center, so by default we have to multitask because we have to document what the phone call was about. We have to look up whatever information that the caller is requesting. We have to flip back and forth between multiple programs. So I'm no stranger to multitasking. I'm constantly flipping here and there, constantly just move, move, move. But even then, in the workplace, when you have to conduct yourself in such a manner, it's essentially not good for you, you know. But unfortunately, it is what it is. But I do have control over what I do in my personal life, and that is definitely something I want to get back to and improve and better. But I don't know. I mean, do you guys have like a similar issue as well? Like, so first thing you wake up in the morning, like, do you just turn on the TV to watch it, or do you just have it just as background noise? Because if it's background noise, I can understand that you're listening to the morning traffic, whatever. Or maybe you just don't like silence. But it's another thing where you wake up first thing in the morning, you flip on the TV, and you're just glued to it before you even brush your teeth or take a morning whiz. You know, that's to me a little bit much. But, you know, everyone's different. We all do what is best for ourselves. But yeah, I mean, I just kind of had just a few quick random thoughts that I wanted to throw out there. Also, I know I had talked a few weeks back about how maybe the fact that people are now able to stream TV shows or entire seasons has increased impatience. I don't know, maybe that's also just part of the whole media addiction problem, is we're just so used to just sitting and binge watching, and the impatience itself is more a symptom of that addiction, you know. But I don't know, I'm just rationalizing my way through that. But I can definitely see how that would be a thing, how some people say, oh, well, you know, the fact that you can stream movies and TV shows now, it definitely makes people more impatient. I can kind of see that now that I've just kind of sat and given it a little bit more thought. But I don't know. I mean, I would definitely love to share and trade thoughts with you guys. Maybe there's just something that I hadn't fully considered. But yeah, that is pretty much all I have for you today, and I will talk to you later.